everyone, welcome back to this session of English. In this session, we are going to start a new chapter that is very interesting, that is question tag. This is part 1. In this session, we'll discuss the theory and concept of question tag. So let's begin the session. First, we'll discuss the meaning of question tag. Now, if we see this word question tag, it can be broken into two parts. One is question and another is tag. The word question we have already learned in interrogative sentences. Question is just an interrogative structure or interrogative sentence in which we ask the questions. Whereas in question tags, we are not asking the question, but we are just tagging, we are just confirming. So there is a difference between question and confirmation. And that is the difference between question tag and question. For example, if I ask you, what is your name? This is a question. This is a question that I am asking about you. I don't know about your name. That is, I am asking. But may be possible that I have met you earlier as well. And somewhere in my memory, I know your name. I remember your name. But I am not able to recall it, or I am not confirmed whether the name which is in my mind is correct or not. So I'm just confirming you that your name is Ajay, isn't it? So I'm just confirming that your name is Ajay, isn't it? This style is known as question tag. This part that we are tagging, this part is known as question tag, in which I'm just confirming whether your name is this or not. I'm not asking you anything. I'm just confirming. Is your name Ajay? Your name is Ajay, right? Isn't it? So this is the style of question tag. Question tags or tag questions are short interrogative structures added to the end of the declarative sentences. Declarative sentences means assertive sentences that we make. We just speak out anything. We just give an information. That is called declarative sentence. A statement. The primary function is to seek the confirmation or agreement from the listener. So we are just seeking the confirmation or the agreement or the consent of the listener. That is how we use question tags. They generally consist of an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. In this structure, we have an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. For example, if I say your name is Ajay and the question tag for this is isn't it, it means isn't is the helping verb here and your name. So your name, the pronoun that we can replace with this particular part is it. So isn't it will be the question tag. Now one very important thing, that the structure of the tag depends on the formation of the main statement or the main sentence. However, the main sentence is, the question tag depends totally on that particular statement. First feature of question tag is polarity reversal. It means we have a statement and another part that we have is question tag. QT means question tag. Now this statement, if it is positive, the question tag is negative. This is very important. But if the statement is negative, the question tag is positive. If the main statement is positive, the question tag is negative, and vice versa. Means if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. If the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive always. Subject to some exceptions that we'll discuss later on, but it is a predefined rule. For example, you are coming, aren't you? So in this session, we can say you are coming is positive sentence, whereas aren't you is negative question tag. You are not coming. No, here we have word not. It means this statement is negative, whereas the question tag, that is are you, is positive. So negative statement, positive tag. Auxiliary and modal verbs. The auxiliary of or modal verb form the main sentence usually determines the verb in the tag. So whatever the verb that has been used will be used in the question tags as well. For example, if the sentence contains any helping verb or the modal verb, it will be as it is in the question tag part. For example, she has done her homework. Now here the helping verb is has. So in the question tag, this has will be negative because the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. So has not, if I have to write has not, in question tag form, it will be written as hasn't. Have not is written as haven't. Cannot is written as can't. Could not is written as couldn't. Is not is written as isn't. Will not is written as won't. Now, shall not is also written as won't. Are not is written as aren't. Am not is written as aren't. Now, am not is also written as aren't. It cannot be written as amn't. Now, do not is written as don't. You must have heard this word. Does not is written as doesn't. Had not is written as hadn't. Should not is written as shouldn't. Did not is written as didn't. So like these, we can write question tags. There are several more words as well. For example, may not, mayn't, might not, mightn't, must not, mustn't. So these are the question tags. Now let us discuss this sentence. He can play the guitar. So here can is written and this statement is positive. So it will be with the negative question tag. So can, when converted into negative, that is cannot, will be question tagged as can't he. So the subject is he. So can't he. Now the next part is simple tense without auxiliary. Now we know well that whenever we have the tenses of indefinite tenses, whenever we have indefinite tenses, that is present indefinite, past indefinite, they do not have any helping verb in the affirmative sentence. For example, if I say I get up early in the morning, this is present indefinite, and I get up, I is the subject and get up is the main verb. Not any helping verb is there in the sentence. But if I say this in negative sentence, I do not get up early in the morning. So here I am using the helping verb that is do not. It means in indefinite tenses, we have helping verb only in negative sentences, not in positive sentences. Therefore, if the sentence is in indefinite tense, we should see whether the statement is in present tense or in past tense. According to that, we can use do or does in present tense and did in past tense. Now, if the sentence is given, you saw the movie. Now, we know well that this statement is in past indefinite sentence. And in past indefinite, we do not have any helping verb in the affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentences rules are subject plus verb second form. But in negative sentence, we have a helping verb that is did. So we know this well. So you saw the movie. The question tag for it, this will be having the helping verb did. Now the statement is positive. The question tag will be negative. So it will be didn't you because the subject is you. Now she likes ice cream. We know that this is in present indefinite. And in present indefinite, we use helping verb do and does. For singular, we use does. She is singular, therefore we use doesn't she. Now let us move to the next part, that is intonation. When genuinely seeking confirmation, the voice generally rises at the end of the tag. Now the speaking style of question tag is like this. Your name is Ajay, isn't it? So you must have listened to me that when I said your name is Ajay, this in this sentence, while speaking this sentence, my tone was lower as compared to the question tag I have used, isn't it? So, isn't it? I stressed and spoke loudly. So, this is the intonation style of a question tag. When assuming the answer or making a quasi rhetorical comment, the voice falls at the end. For example, it is cold today, isn't it? Rising intonation if unsure about the weather. It is cold today. It is cold today, isn't it? So we can speak it in this manner. This is delicious, isn't it? Isn't it? It means we are confident that the thing is delicious, that the meal is delicious. And we are seeking agreement that you also say the same. That this is delicious, isn't it? Isn't it? So this is the intonation of speaking the question tags. Now, specific considerations in forming question tags. If the sentences are imperative, now I have already told you about the simple sentences. But if the sentences are imperative, it means we are requesting, we are suggesting something, we are ordering something. In these type of sentences, the structure of the question tags differ. How? Let's discuss. For suggestions using let's. If there is a suggestion and we are using the word let's, the tag will be shall be. Now we have already learned if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. And if the statement is negative, the question tag is positive. But in this situation, this rule declines or fails. How? If the sentence is using the word let's, it means let us. We make the question tag shall be. Shall be is positive and here the statement is also positive. We can use any or either negative as well as positive. Let's go for a walk. So this is positive statement and positive question tag. Shall we? So the sentence will be like, let's go for a walk. Shall we? Let's dance. Shall we? So this is just the confirmation with the positive answer as well. Therefore, here the reversal rule declines. In case of suggestion of imperative sentences or the sentences using the words let's. Now for I am is unique, as I have already told you that am not is written as aren't. Not amn't. I'm right, aren't I? Yes, of course. So here it is. I'm right. This is a positive statement, negative question tag, and am is replaced with aren't in question tag. Now let us move further. Third rule, that is for general truths. If there is universal truth, general truth, we write these statements like when stating general truths or giving information, isn't it or aren't they can be used irrespective of the subject. For example, the first statement that I gave you is your name is Ajay, isn't it? So your name was the subject, which can be replaced with it. Now, if this statement is containing a general truth or a universal truth, for example, elephants are large. We know well that elephants are very big, elephants are large. Aren't? Now, elephants are plural. Therefore, we write they. We do not write it, we write they. For example, the earth revolves around the sun. Now, in this case, this is the statement of present indefinite. So, here we will use doesn't it. This will be the question tag. So, in this sentence, we can see the earth revolves around the sun is in present indefinite. That is why we have used doesn't it. Because for the earth, we can use the pronoun it. So, with general truths, we can use according to the helping verb given or the structure of the sentence. Now, let us move further for the negative words. Now, if the words that are used in the statement of the sentence are negative, it means the sentence is negative, so the question tag will be positive. For example, nobody likes him. So if this sentence is nobody likes him, the statement is actually negative. So question tag will be positive. Nobody likes him is the sentence of present indefinite tense. In this case, the question tag will be like, do they? Because in present tense, we use do or does. One most important thing here is whenever we have structures like nobody, somebody, everybody, someone, like this, it means indefinite pronouns. We replace these persons are basically used in these pronouns are basically used in singular form, but whenever they goes at the place of question tags, they become plural. They are used in plural form. Whenever these type of indefinite pronouns goes in the part of question tag, they becomes plural. They become plural, though in their basic structure they are used in singular form always. Therefore, this nobody, when it comes to the place of question tag, it becomes they, not it or he or she. Also, because this is singular, we have used likes, but after it is placed in question tag in plural form, therefore we have used do, not does. Now the next structure to be kept in mind while we are doing question tags is the sentences that begin with there is or there are. The tags isn't there or aren't there are used depending on the number. For example, there is a problem. Now helping verb is, so the question tag will be isn't there. Or there are people, aren't there will be used. So it is used according to the helping verb given in the statement itself. So these were the structures of the question tag that we have learned today, that how to use them. We just keep one thing in mind. If the question tag is positive, if the statement is positive, the question tag is negative. And if the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. So these are the basic things that should be kept in mind always. Well, in the next session of this chapter, we'll do the exercise based on it. I hope you understand. Thank you very much.